In this podcast episode, Shetty welcomes Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, a UK-based physician, author, and wellness expert, to discuss the profound themes of personal transformation and lasting change. Dr. Chatterjee, known for his engaging approach to health and wellness, emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and the internal motivations that drive our behaviors. Dr. Chatterjee begins by exploring the dichotomy of human behavior, suggesting that all actions stem from either love or fear. He argues that understanding the energy behind our behaviors is crucial for making lasting changes. When individuals act from a place of fear, such as guilt or shame, their changes are often temporary and unsustainable. In contrast, when actions are motivated by love and self-compassion, they tend to lead to more enduring transformations. This perspective encourages listeners to reflect on their motivations and to cultivate a mindset rooted in love rather than fear. A significant theme in the conversation revolves around the idea of self-trust. Dr. Chatterjee points out that many people often feel confused by conflicting expert opinions on health and wellness. Instead of asking which expert to trust, he encourages individuals to ask themselves why they no longer trust their own instincts. This shift in questioning can empower listeners to take ownership of their health journeys. By tuning into their bodies and paying attention to how different diets or habits affect them personally, individuals can develop a deeper understanding of what works for them, rather than relying solely on external validation. Dr. Chatterjee highlights the critical role of environment in shaping our behaviors. He shares insights from his own life, noting how being surrounded by health-conscious individuals in Los Angeles positively influenced his choices. He advises listeners to create environments that support their desired habits, such as removing unhealthy snacks from the home if one is trying to reduce sugar intake. This practical approach underscores the idea that we often fight against our environments, making change more difficult than it needs to be. To help listeners navigate their cravings and habits, Dr. Chatterjee introduces a simple yet effective exercise called the 3 F's: feel, feed, and find. This exercise encourages individuals to pause and assess their feelings when they crave something, such as sugar. By identifying whether the craving is driven by physical or emotional hunger, individuals can better understand their motivations. The second step, feed, involves recognizing how food satisfies that feeling, while the final step, find, encourages exploring alternative behaviors that can fulfill the same emotional need. This framework promotes self-awareness and empowers individuals to make healthier choices without guilt or shame. Dr. Chatterjee emphasizes the value of self-reflection in the process of change. He shares his personal practice of journaling each evening to identify moments of emotional triggers throughout the day. By examining these triggers, individuals can uncover the underlying beliefs and insecurities that drive their behaviors. This practice not only fosters self-awareness, but also helps individuals take responsibility for their reactions, rather than attributing their feelings to external circumstances. The conversation also touches on the significance of intentional living. Dr. Chatterjee encourages listeners to start their days with purpose by asking themselves what quality they wish to embody that day. This practice helps set a positive tone for the day and encourages individuals to act in alignment with their values. By focusing on qualities such as patience or compassion, individuals can navigate challenges with a more constructive mindset. Dr. Chatterjee shares insights on how to handle criticism and emotional stress. He explains that criticism often bothers us to the extent that we believe it reflects our own insecurities. By detaching from external judgments and focusing on internal growth, individuals can cultivate resilience and emotional well-being. He also discusses the importance of recognizing that emotional stress is not neutral. It can influence our behaviors and choices. By reframing our narratives and choosing not to take offense, we can reduce the emotional burden that often leads to unhealthy coping mechanisms. The discussion also delves into the use of fitness trackers and health monitoring devices. Dr. Chatterjee acknowledges that while these tools can provide valuable insights, they can also lead to unhealthy obsessions for some individuals. He emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balanced relationship with technology using it as a tool for self-discovery rather than a source of anxiety. In closing, Dr. Chatterjee reiterates that lasting change is possible when individuals take ownership of their health and well-being. By fostering self-awareness, trusting their instincts, and approaching change with compassion, listeners can navigate their journeys with greater ease. The conversation serves as a powerful reminder that the path to transformation begins within, and that embracing our inner world is key to making meaningful and lasting changes in our lives.